Hello and welcome to Milestone Museum. Today with me we have my guest Solomon. Go ahead and say hi.
Hey everybody,
Solomon, where are you calling from?
I'm calling up from the great north, the great state of Montana, big sky country.
Right on, right on. We're gonna start off in 2016. You know how it goes. We're gonna celebrate those 10-year anniversaries of video games, movies, TV shows, and we're gonna work our way all the way to 1926. Starting off with video games, we have Clash Royale released March 2nd, 2016. Solomon, did you ever play Clash Royale?
Absolutely. Back in high school was all the craze. I remember playing in my leadership class, and anytime there was a break and I was allowed to be on my phone, played a lot of Clash Royale.
So Clash Royale was that better than Clash of Clans, or was it the same thing? I didn't really play either, but
Mm,
I know
Big
they're very
difference actually. I liked
oh
Clash Royale more because it was a strategy game and more competitive compared to like Clash of Clans, which is just sit, upgrade your base, and I don't know. It's a big
I
difference when you're
see.
actively thinking.
Right on. Other video games we have The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, released March 4th, 2016. The HD version for the Wii U. I personally haven't never played any Legend of Zelda games, but have you?
Yeah, big Zelda fan. Yeah, I played some Twilight Princess growing up. I didn't play the HD remaster like this 10-year anniversary, but it's a good game. Not
Uh,
my favorite Zelda game, but it's a good one. That's what I'll say.
which one is your favorite?
Probably Breath of the Wild, the one that came out on the Switch. That's probably one of the better Zelda games. Or Wind Waker, which came out on the GameCube a long time ago.
Awesome. Movies we have Zootopia released March 4th, 2016. This one is it's a classic. I really like this one. I just watched Zootopia 2. And when I was watching the first Zootopia, I never noticed there weren't any snakes, reptiles like that. So they must have had Zootopia 2 planned way out in advance, at least 10 years that story built out. So that's great.
Yeah, definitely. Zootopia 1 was a really good movie, actually. I remember going to see it in theaters and leaving the theaters being pleasantly surprised.
But overall, you don't like Zootopia because it encourages what?
Yeah, furry bait.
Yeah.
It encourages the furry community. They don't need to draw
Oh
those
man.
animals that way. The Shakira animal,
The Shakira
specifically.
Giselle.
Yeah.
And we also have the movie Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, released March 4th, 2016. This was a Tina Fey-led war comedy drama, and it's making its 10-year anniversary since her successful transition from pure sketch comedy to more nuanced, grounded cinematic roles. I never caught that one, but I do like Tina Fey, I like her comedy.
Yeah, no, never watched that one either.
As far as TV and streaming, we have The Family, which was a mystery thriller starring Joanne Allen, which premiered on ABC March 3rd, 2016.
No,
Yeah.
never heard of
I
it.
we also have Hap and Leonard. It was a Sundance TV's cult classic SWAT noir series. Debuted on March 2nd, 2016, bringing the beloved Joe R. Sandsdale characters to life for the first time.
Yeah, I can't say I've watched that either.
Yeah. But it's a cult classic favorite, so I might have to add it to my watch list since people like it. Also released in March this week, March 2016, we have The Lumineers, Ophelia. Oh, Ophelia. It was so catchy. I love that song.
Yeah, I still love it. It's in my daily rotation still to this day and has been. Big Lumineers fan.
Other Lumineers songs or TBH? That's probably the only one I know.
Yeah, I actually heard a funny bit of Lumineers lore. So there's off that same album era, they were working with the Hunger Games, and there's a really popular song that I liked called Gale Song, but it's actually written for the character Gale.
Oh,
And I was,
I do not like Gale. I'm Team PETA all the way.
me too.
You know, what's crazy is I think they're doing another, I saw the trailer. They're doing another prequel movie for that.
Yeah, Sunrise on the Reaping.
Yeah, yeah, Haymage's year. I was like, oh, I can't wait for that one. Kind of weird. We already know how it's gonna end, but still, though, I mean, Hunger Games
Well,
is great.
my girlfriend just finished reading the book and she said she disliked it. She's a big Hunger Games fan of the books and the movies, but she disliked the book because she said it just felt like it was written as a movie. So it'd be like, oh, Haymitch's best friend is Katniss's dad, and that doesn't make any sense, you know?
No way.
Apparently, but that's kind of dumb because don't you think Haymitch would have like known Katniss from the first movie and on and mentioned it?
But yeah, maybe. Well, maybe he just got rich and was just like, ugh, peasants, and never hung out
You never
with the
know,
women.
but I think it's lazy writing in a way. Well, not lazy. I mean, there's a big cult classic of. I mean, how old were we when the Hunger Games came out?
Like 12.
A long time, and we're the target
Mhm.
audience, and we're all almost 30 now.
Also music, we have Tonight Alive releasing their album Limitless on March 4th, 2016. The Australian pop punk favorites released their third studio album a decade ago, marking their pivot toward a more polished arena rock sound.
Yeah.
Never listened to them. I didn't even know Australians were big into like pop punk, you know? Trying to think of more pop punk ones. I mean, Fallout Boy, I guess, and
Yeah, that's ideal. But I didn't know Australians did that either.
the movies oh, sorry, we're in 2006 now. And we're starting off with movies, The 16 Blocks, starring Bruce Willis as an aging grizzled cop in this real lifetime action thriller. It remains a fan favorite example of one bad day subgenre of the mid 2000s action. I don't feel like that should be a whole subgenre. I mean, that's just the theme of the movie. There's not a bunch of movies in the that mid 2000s where it was one bad day. I don't know. That's just me.
Like, I don't know. What do you mean by one bad day as a show subgenre? Because now that I'm thinking about it, I really can't even place my finger on a movie that's like that. So I kind of agree with you.
Well, I feel like one movie that recently was Marty Supreme. Like I just knew, I know it wasn't just one bad day. There's multiple days where anything that could go wrong did go wrong, and it was just I was Marty Supreme. I was watching it and I was like, oh, this is gonna happen. So predictable. Like when I don't want to spoil it, but have you seen that one? Did you watch Marty Supreme?
No, I didn't. I actually had many opportunities to go, and I said, I don't want to watch a guy play ping pong. I hate to say it.
It's not even like so much him about being like doing ping pong. It's more like him like do you remember Walter White, Breaking Bad?
Yes,
Anything that could go bad goes bad for him. Like he finds a drug dealer, kidnaps him, and oh, he's missing. He's gonna get stabbed with the plate. You know, just like
sure,
anything
sure.
that could happen
So that's
happens.
one bad day genre that it just keeps going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
there's
crazy. We also have Aquamarine, released March 3rd, 2006. Generation of fans remember this mermaid cult classic starring Emma Roberts, JoJo, and Sarah Paxton. It was a cornerstone of 2000s teen cinema. I've watched that one a couple times. It's a great movie. JoJo was in it. She was also playing RV, so she was killing it 2006. Yeah, she was. That was a good movie.
I don't think I've watched it all in one sitting, but I've definitely seen it in chunks because I just remember that movie was always on cable, and I'd be like, just put it on when there was nothing else
It
to
was
watch.
everywhere. Yeah. We also have Dave Chappelle's Block Party, released March 3rd, 2006. This legendary documentary concert film featured performances by Kanye West, Mos Def, and Erykah Badu. 20 years later, it's still cited as one as the greatest celebrities of hip hop culture ever filmed. I mean, I don't know Mos Def, but yeah, Erykah Badu, Kanye West, that would have been Kanye West in his prime, 2006.
I know. That's
He
right around
was on
graduation time.
fire. My favorite song of his was shoot, what's that one? Oh,
Flashing Lights.
Flashing Lights. That's the
Yeah, I
one.
know. I'm
Yeah.
actually a big Kanye fan. I love Kanye.
That one's so good. We also have the 78th Academy Awards, released March 5th, 2006. This was the infamous crash over Brokeback Mountain Best Picture win. It remains one of the most debated and controversial nights of Oscar history. Man, I mean, Brokeback Mountain, I guess, was the movie of the year. Like, everybody loved it.
Have you
I love,
watched Brokeback Mountain?
I never watched Brokeback Mountain.
You have a desire to watch it.
I do not have a desire to watch it. I mean, maybe just because they talk about how good it is, but I mean,
Um, Everyone keeps telling me I need to watch it as such a film person because I did go to film school and that was one of those movies that are like, it's just a good movie.
it's just a good one.
So I haven't
Um,
watched it, but I've had a pretty good idea that I've told my friends a few times what we should do
uh-huh.
to make this is $1 million content. Whoever's listening, you need to do this. You'll make a million views, YouTube easy. You get two of your straightest dudes, sit them on a couch, hook them up to a heart monitor. So they both have heart monitors on, have that displaying on the screen. So there's heart monitors so they could see them, their heart rate,
Dang, you're
have them,
straight putting it on blast.
and they're watching the movie. And then they have
Put
the heart rate monitor, and then you have
put
their
like a highly
facial.
sensitive mic on there to see if there's like heavy breathing or anything. If they're into it,
Yeah,
like,
big swallow.
oh man, yeah.
And then have I said we have both of them super close up face cams so you could see when their eyes are watching, and then we could cut back and forth between the movie. And then the last thing, crotch cam.
Oh whoa, hey yo, crotch
Me and
cam.
my buddies are gonna do
Oh,
that in college, but we never got around to doing it.
like, oh, I saw a rise. I saw it right there.
Some movie.
There's a moon. Oh my God.
Why is your heart rate pretty high, buddy?
It was an intense scene, man. They were making
I mean,
out,
it's
and
Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger.
I mean, yeah. If that's your type.
Yeah.
Moving on to TV and pop culture, we got Top Chef, released March 8, 2006. Bravo's culinary juggernaut premiered its very first season 20 years ago. While the show has evolved significantly, it began here, setting the stage for modern food competition obsession. Top Chef.
I mean,
My
it's a good
mom
genre.
probably watched it. She loves all those cooking shows.
Me
And
too.
me, I like being the judge. That's why I'm so big, I'll just be eating all her food. Moving on, we got The Unit, March 7th, the military action drama from David Moment, premiered on CBS and became a major hit, running for 4 seasons, influencing many modern military procedurals. Yeah, I do. Well, this is the action drama. I'm really into military TV comedies right now because I'm watching MASH. Yeah, it's a long series, but it's great to watch when you're working out at the gym.
I googled The Unit right now too. It kind of looks like a lawyer show, but never watched it.
Oh, maybe there's two unit TV
Maybe.
shows. We also have Wonder Pets released March 3rd for the younger generation and their parents. Lenny, Tuck, and Ming Ming era began 20 years ago on Nick Jr. Now, 2006, I was probably a little too old to be watching Wonder Pets, but damn it, I knew my girl Ming Ming. That little duck was so cute.
My
Or was
little
she a chick? No, I think
s-
she was a duck.
a duck, but my little
Yeah.
sister was born around that time, and well, not yeah, she was born around that time, and then when she got a little bit older and started watching TV, all the reruns of Wonder Pets was on, and I
Mm-hmm.
watched a lot of Wonder Pets when my mom combed my little sister's hair.
I remember in school the phone would ring and everybody would sing Wonder Pets, the phone is ringing, It was just they had some iconic stuff. I'll admit. Everybody knows it's mainly pop culture thing. We also have the 2006 World Baseball Classic. The inaugural WBC began March 3rd, 2006. This was a massive historical shift in the sport, bringing professional international competition to the forefront of baseball culture. So this was the very first one. That's pretty cool. And here we are 20 years later, and we have the US versus Venezuela, I think, and Venezuela got their revenge for us taking their president.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it would have been nice to win, but maybe next time.
Yeah.
I'm not really big into baseball, but do you have a team?
I'm a Dodger fan just because my girlfriend is a big Dodger fan or was a big Dodger fan. She comes from a pretty big baseball family.
The Dodgers. Go
That's
Dodgers.
kind of one of her vocal stems right now is she'll just if I say anything related for time, I'm like, "Yeah, it's almost time," and then she'll scream, "For Dodger baseball."
Oh, I
It's
wonder if they're
definitely
gonna do a three-peat this year. We'll see. I think the season just started, so
yeah.
it'd be pretty interesting. That'd be pretty cool to see a three-peat. I don't think we've ever seen a three-peat in sports. Maybe we have. Music 2006, we have Shakira's Global Takeover. Hips Don't Lie was in its first week of release. I mean, we all know Hips Don't Lie. Hip, bodies, everything don't lie. Nothing on that woman lies.
You mean Giselle from Zootopia?
Yeah, I know, huh? Speaking of Zootopia, yeah, we have Giselle herself. But yeah, she was great. Hips Don't Lie. I remember that song. It was everywhere. Still big today. I kind of wish I got to saw her when she came to town for the Fresno State game or the at the stadium, but I know it was sold out and she's
I
got a
bet.
great.
I mean, she's an icon. She's a
Yeah.
legend.
Hopefully she comes back. Shakira, if you see this, please come back to Fresno. I'll definitely go. And video games. We have the not the Nickelodeon, sorry, the Nintendo DS Lite launch. In Japan, the DS Lite was released in March 2nd, 2006. Redesigned handheld would go on to sell nearly 100 million units worldwide.
Here's
There
my
she
old
is.
DS Lite right here. Runs like a
Jeez.
champ. I want a new one, but this is my original one from when I was younger and as a child. I think
Huh.
my grandma gave me this. She used to play
Oh,
like Strong on it, and ended up getting it one day.
really?
Yeah.
I
She
like
had
it.
all
I
this.
think I had a blue one and my sister had a red one, and I liked when you can get them together and you can play with each other. So
Yeah,
like
that was the best thing about that.
that was a cool feature. I
And
like
I like
that.
it's handheld. It's smarter than a phone, you know? Like,
Uh-huh.
realistically,
It's
until
great
you
for
open
road
it.
trips.
Yeah.
That and the PSP.
Yeah.
Moving into 1996, we have The Birdcage, released March 8th, 1996. This comedy classic starring Robin Williams and Nathan Lane turns 30. It was a massive cultural moment, becoming one of the first major mainstream hits to center on a gay couple, and it remains one of the most beloved comedies of the decade. Yeah, I've never seen the movie, but I always seen a bunch of clips for it, and like it looks interesting. I like when Robin Williams telling Nathan Lane, "You must smear like a man,"
Mhm.
and it's on my watch list. I'll watch it one day.
I think it's something we should add to the watch list. I mean, everyone says it's a good movie. I'm down. And I love Robin Williams.
Yeah, I can't go wrong with Robin Williams. The other movie released on February 8th was Fargo. The Coen brothers' masterpiece had its limited release 30 years ago. It introduced a world to Madge Grudson, played by Frances McDormand, and the concept of Minnesota Nice, forever changing the landscape of neo-noir crime thrillers. I wonder what Minnesota Nice means.
Yeah, I have no clue. Is Fargo in Minnesota? I mean, the Fargo I know because of work is Fargo, North Dakota, and I don't know if that has anything to do with Fargo, this movie, because
Could be. Interesting.
it's super close to me. Kinda.
Yeah.
Not super, but
Up Close and Personal released March 1st, 1996, moving into its first full week in theaters. This romantic drama starring Robert Redford and Michelle Pfeiffer dominated the date night box office 30 years ago. I do like me some Michelle Pfeiffer. I mean, her in Scarface, she was great.
Yeah,
I'm
I
trying to
don't think
think.
I watched that one.
Yeah, I honestly, the only Robert Redford movie I've seen is Captain America, The Winter Soldier.
Let me see. I need to look at his face.
He was
What?
he was like the bad guy in that one.
Oh yeah. What else do we got? Oh wow, he's pretty old actor.
Well, yeah, he just passed last year, and they did a
Yeah,
great tribute for him. Barbara Streisand sang um at his memorial. I thought hers was great.
yeah. No, wow. Charlotte's Web.
Oh, I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, me neither.
TV and pop culture, 1996, we have Muppets Tonight on March 8th. The revival of the Muppets for the 90s premiered on ABC and introduced new characters like Pepe the King Prawn and Clifford, attempting to bring the variety show format to the modern era. I don't know too much about the Muppets. I do know they have the only time I seen them was at Disneyland with those two guys up there, talking at each other. That's the
Yeah,
only
that's kind of
time
my
I've
only
really seen them.
exposure to the Muppets too. But I it's kind of strange that I've never watched the Muppets, but I can probably name a good handful of them just by looking. Which
Miss Piggy, Kermit the Frog, um,
is one named Animal, right?
yeah, Animal.
Right.
Isn't there one named Monster? No,
Or maybe we're thinking the same one.
maybe no, maybe it is Animal. Yeah,
No, no, no. But yeah, not
it's
too
Big
much
Crazy
exposure
Dude
to Muppets. I mean, I saw him at Disneyland, same as you, because that was just there for what, 2 or 3 years, maybe more. Who knows? But
for a
it was like
limited time now. They should
yeah,
bring
it
it
was a
back.
40 show, and I just went because I'm like, I paid a lot of money to be to Disneyland, so I might as well do everything I can.
Hell yeah, should get the pass. Maybe we'll see. Pacific Blue, March 2nd, we have often described as Baywatch on bikes. This high action police drama premiered on USA Network. It became a staple of 90s cable TV and defined the Beach Patrol aesthetic for a generation.
Yeah, never heard of it, but I mean, Baywatch with bikes. That sounds awesome.
It does. We also have Space Cases on March 2nd for the 90s kids. This sci fi series, co created by Bill Mummy and Peter David, premiered on Nickelodeon this week, featuring a young Jewel Straight years before her Firefly fame. I I never even seen Firefly, but I heard it's really good and they might be bringing it back. I mean, Nathan Fillion, I think, said he's down, if that's the
Yeah,
one
no,
I'm thinking of.
never seen it. But here's an interesting one that I'm looking at Space Cases casting. Mark Hamill was in it.
No way.
Apparently, unless, you can never trust Google, but that's what I'm Googling right now. It says Mark
Wow.
Hamill for Space
Hey,
Case.
if it comes to space, yeah, you want to get Mark Hamill in there. I mean, the Luke Skywalker himself.
Yeah.
W- We also have High Incident, March 4th, produced by Steven Spielberg. This gritty police procedural premiered on ABC, featuring an ensemble cast that included a young Timothy Olyphant. Steven Spielberg doing comedies sounds crazy, because
Yeah.
his movies are iconic. But maybe he just wanted to go to something a little smaller. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I mean, you get funded for it, right?
Yep, shoot. I want his name on my
What? I'm
project.
looking at the cast of this too. 1996, right? High Incident. Cole Hauser. It
Who's that?
from
Oh,
Yellowstone.
no way. Oh,
So he must have been really young.
yeah. That was probably before well, see, I first saw him in what was it? I think it was Too Fast, Too Furious. I think
Yeah.
that was the movie I seen him in. He was the antagonist on that one.
Yeah,
Wow.
interesting.
He started in 1996. Music, we have Falling Into You by Celine Dion. While the album was released a few days later, the single like "Because You Loved Me" was inescapable on the radio this week in 1996. I don't know too much Celine Dion. I only know the Titanic song and All by Myself, but that's about it.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of in the exact same boat as you.
Birthdays for 1996, we have Taylor Hill, Victoria's Secret Angel, and high fashion model. Get it, girl. Happy birthday. And moving on to 1986, Metallica, Master of Puppets was released March 3rd, 1986. Man, that was Master of Puppets. It always reminds me now of Stranger Things, Eddie's guitar solo. It's so good. I love Stranger Things. I got the poster right there. I got another one there. Stranger Things is amazing.
Yeah, we've talked about this before, but
But
I have
I
never
love it.
watched a single episode of Stranger Things. I don't even know the concept. I just know Millie Bobby Brown got
Millie
famous
Bobby
off of,
Brown.
and
Yeah, she
then
did.
I just
Missing out,
know
bro.
terms. I've heard like the pop culture terms like Demigorgon. Don't know what that means, but I know that word exists. And I know it's a big 80s tribute, which is cool. I like the 80s
That's
like
why I
that.
love it so much. I love the
Right.
80s.
But I'll
Moving
give it
on,
a
we
try
have,
one day.
was it?
I'll give it a try one day.
Give it a try, please. Other music, 1986, we have the Rolling Stones with their song Harlem Shuffle. This was a cover song and was everywhere on MTV, signaling the start of the Dirty Work album era. I never seen or heard that one, I don't think, but I love Rolling Stones. I've seen them in concert.
Well, that's so cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've heard that one.
Movies in cinema, 1986, we have Highlander, March 7th. There Can Only Be One, the cult classic starring Christopher Lambert and Sean Connery. While not initially a box office smash, its unique lore and Queen soundtrack turned into a massive multi-decade franchise. I didn't know that.
Yeah, me neither. I feel like
I
there's
do
a lot
like
of things we gotta watch.
I know there's so many.
Yeah.
We have Nomads, released March 7th, 1986, notable as a directorial debut of John McTiernan, who would go on to direct Die Hard. This supernatural thriller starring Pierce Brosnan celebrates its 40th anniversary. Nomads. Okay, it's a supernatural thriller. I,
Nomads?
yeah, Nomads.
1986 film.
Mhm. TV and pop culture, we have Matlock, the legendary legal drama starring Andy Griffith, premiered as a TV movie 40 years ago this week. It would eventually become a staple for American television nearly a decade later, or nearly a decade. Okay, I think they're doing Matlock still today with Kathy Bates,
Really?
right? I think this is her last shindig before she goes into retirement. I think I've heard her say.
Well, good for her. Time to
Yeah,
retire.
I've
Enjoy it.
been she's done great. She's done a lot of good work and she's won a lot of awards, so she definitely can retire. We also have Fast Times, released March 5th, the TV spinoff of the hit movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High, debuted on CBS. Though short-lived, it featured a young Patrick Dempsey and Courtney Thorne Smith. Did you ever watch Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
No, but that's also one of those film school movies that everyone's like, "What? You've never watched that? That's a
I never
classic."
watched it either, but my mom sat me down to watch it, and she's like, "You need to watch this," and I'm just like, "Okay." I was like, "Yeah, they got. I see. That's where Sean Penn got his start. As McFoley, and it was it was a pretty good watch." And now I know when I understand the reference when like, oh, everybody would return the VHS, pause at this specific time, when the girl he's having his daydream and the girl's taking off her bra. Everybody would always stop it right there. But yeah, Fast Times. I didn't know there's a TV show about it. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool
me
with
neither.
a young Patrick Dempsey, Dr. McDreamy. Right on. He recently just turned, I think, 60 a couple weeks ago on this podcast. We told him happy birthday. So, right on. We for video games, we got Arkanoid. This arcade classic was being distributed globally around this time, revitalizing the brick breaker genre for the new generation of arcade goers. This must have been like that rival of that one game, where the blocks come down.
Not no, like Tetris you're thinking?
Tetris. Yeah.
No, I looked at it right now. You definitely played a clone of it. It's like when the ball goes like this, you're moving your platform and the ball bounces.
Oh.
That's what it is. I just Googled it. I'm like, that's kind of cool that they invented that style.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. That was pretty fun. 40th birthdays, we have Brittany Snow, the Pitch Perfect and Hairspray star. I've always liked her. She always has some iconic roles. She doesn't do them too often, but I like her in what I've seen. She was also in Prom Night. Like, oh, I was thinking about rewatching that the other day. I was like, it's been a while since I've seen it. And this prom season, I was like, might as well watch it. Can you believe like they're starting prom like super early in March? I feel like prom was like more of like a May activity, but
Yeah, that's
I
actually kind
think
of crazy.
my cousin already went to her prom. I was like, before Easter? Man, that's crazy.
Well, no, that they did it here early too, which I saw because there was all the kids were out, but they did it so there was the last week of school, and
Hmm.
then it was prom night that Saturday, and then their spring break started. And I'm like, that's actually a great way to kick off spring break. I'm like,
Yeah.
most more schools should do that, but terrible week over here. There's so many people just running around downtown that weren't in school.
Also, 40th birthdays, we have Audrey Esparza, the star of Blind Spot. And we're moving into 1976, 50th birthdays. Oh, we got Freddie Prince Jr. Oh, what? He was a 90s heartthrob. Um, I really liked him as Fred. I think he just played the best Fred in the Scooby-Doo movies.
Yeah,
Absolutely amazing.
totally. 50. Doesn't look 50.
Nope. I saw last thing I saw him in was the remake, not the remake, but the sequel to, well, kind of the reboot of what's that one movie? I Know What You Did Last Summer,
Mm,
and this one
there's
was
a
called
reboot of
I
that?
Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Yeah,
I didn't know there's a reboot. I'm just looking at what he's been in. It's kind of interesting.
there's
He
been a
was in
lot of
Rise of
stuff.
Skywalker. I had no clue, but he must have
Oh,
been
he
like a
was?
stormtrooper.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know.
maybe. Wow.
Because I know a lot of famous actors just went in to be in a Star Wars movie, like, yeah, I'll wear that. I'll wear the armor.
I know Daniel. Yeah, Daniel Craig, 007 definitely was one.
Yeah.
That's it for 1976. We don't have much for 1976. Moving on to 1966, we got Madam X. Released March 3rd, 1966. This classic high society drama starring Lana Turner premiered 60 years ago. It remains one of the most famous versions of the frequently adapted play, known for its opulent costumes and Turner's powerhouse performance.
Yeah,
We
no,
also
I
have
don't.
The Group, March 4th, directed by Sidney Lumet, and was based on Mary McCarthy's novel. This film, about eight Vassar graduates, was groundbreaking for its frank discussion of then taboo subjects like contraception and mental health. Oh, that's a.
That sounds
I
pretty
would rather.
interesting, actually.
Yeah, I should just read the book on that one.
Right.
Oscars 1966 on March 4th, a famous it's good cult classic about the ruthless pursuit of Hollywood fame. Despite its critical panning, it featured an incredible ensemble cast including Stephen Boyd, Milton Berle, and Tony Bennett in his acting debut. Hey,
I
good for
didn't.
Tony Bennett. I love his singing. He has a great voice, man.
But yeah. Didn't he just pass away recently, too?
I think it was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
Yeah. We also have Rasputin, the Mad Monk on March 6th. The Hammer horror fans celebrating 60 years of Christopher Lee's iconic, towering portrayal of the mysterious Russian mystic. Wow. I haven't watched any of the Hammer horror films, but I heard they're great. Like Christopher Lee, that was his bread and butter. He would go on to be a lot of iconic roles, like
Fuck his dad. That's his.
yeah, Willy Wonka's dad, and also the forever Count Dooku,
Oh yeah, go.
the goat. Music we have the Walker Brothers, "The Sun Ain't Gonna Shine Anymore," released early March 1966. This was a baritone-led wall of sound became a massive global hit, defining the blue-eyed soul movement of the decade. Blue-eyed soul.
What
It's
does that
just
even mean?
it means it sounds like soul, but it's not from black people, it's from white people.
That's actually pretty.
Yeah, I learned about that in my history of music class, and I was just all like, "Blue-eyed soul? Why would it just be called soul?" Oh, it's because black people didn't sing it. It was white. Oh, like, oh,
That's kind of
okay.
interesting. I didn't know you took a music history class.
That was probably my favorite class in college.
That's really cool.
Um, we also have the Yardbirds for their song "Shapes of Things." This pioneering psychedelic rock single was climbing the charts 60 years ago. It historically significant for Jeff Beck's use of feedback and Eastern inspirational scales, which heavily influenced the future heavy metal. Wow, these are the pioneers of heavy metal right here.
In the '60s, that's kind of crazy.
Well,
Like,
Black
you might
Sabbath
think,
was
yeah, I
right there in
guess.
the 70s, so they were close.
Yeah, yeah,
Birthday, we have Michael Irving. Oh man, turned 6 years old March 5th. That was a great wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys right there. He was like their version of Jerry Rice. But,
yeah. The
Niners had
OG.
Jerry Rice. What was that?
So the OG.
Yeah, he's an OG for sure. Yeah, and he's still commentating and everything. Good for him. We also have Kevin Johnson, another athlete, former NBA All-Star and former mayor of Sacramento.
What a title.
Yeah.
NBA
Dave.
All-Star, also mayor.
Yeah. We also have Doves, Pilkey, the beloved Arthur and illustrator behind the Captain Underpants and Dogman series. Did you ever read those growing up? The Captain Underpants? I remember
Yeah, that
seeing
was
them,
like
but I
right when
never
we were
read
the right
them.
age. We were the right
What
age for them
about
to come back. I
see?
read one of them, but it was more of a comic book, but I liked it. It was
Uh-huh.
cool.
I
Yeah.
think I was more inclined to read the Diary of a Wimpy Kid over those.
Yeah, I
That
think.
was more of our bread and butter right there. And Alan Davies, the English actor and star of Jonathan Creek. Here are in 1956, we have Frank Sinatra, his album Songs for Swingin' Lovers, released March 1956. I mean, and this had the song "I've Got You Under My Skin." Yeah, I mean, he was just so iconic. He's had a lot of great stuff.
Yeah.
70th birthdays, we have Bryan Cranston, the Breaking Bad and Malcolm in the Middle icon, turned 70. Man, we were talking about Breaking Bad earlier. There's Heisenberg right there.
Ah, it's sad to see these people getting older in a weird way. It's like I hate to say it, but they're at the end of their life.
Hey, Bryan Cranston's still going strong. He's right there for the reboot of Breaking Bad or for Malcolm in the Middle. I'm so excited for that,
But when's
That's
he
gonna be
really
great.
gonna stop acting, you know?
These people, I mean, look at Morgan Freeman, you might just find him in a random movie, bam, he's back.
Yeah, that's
Good for
interesting,
him.
but I love Bryan Cranston. I loved him in Breaking Bad. That show was
He's a
just
great
so
actor.
good. It was a great, great concept. And what did I see him in recently?
Other birthdays we have Tina Marie, the Ivory Queen of Soul, who would have been 70 years old. Gone too soon, man. But Ivory Queen of Soul, I never knew that was her term, but that's hilarious. I'll be playing her all the time. You know Tina Marie?
Maybe? I don't know. I probably have heard some music from her.
She's not widely known in the white world, but black world she is. She was a black woman in a white woman's body. And she had soul. She had such a great voice. Square Biz is so good, and all her Portuguese lover. She's just a great singer. I looked up what happened to her. She had an accident in a hotel. Picture frame fell on top of her head when she was sleeping or something like that, and I think gave her a concussion or messed up her head or something. She died a few days later, I think. But
That
yeah, I
must
was
have been
like,
a heavy
oh.
picture.
Yeah, now I think about that every time I like look in a hotel or anywhere. I don't like anything above my head when I'm sleeping. So life lesson
Me
right
too.
there.
It's a good bit of
What's that?
paranoia to have.
Andrea Levy, the award-winning author of Small Island, would have been 7 years old. Pop culture, we have the Moroccan independence, March 2nd. Morocco officially gained its independence from France 70 years ago. The global event dominated international newsreels, shown in cinemas before features throughout the week. It's so weird. Like people, like all these different countries, they weren't countries at one point. They were just provinces of of bigger countries.
Yeah, no, that's kind of an interesting spot, actually. I think Morocco, I like geography a lot, and I was just making sure. So I just looked it up again, and that's one of the coolest and strangest place. So Morocco kind of connects where Africa and Europe meet. And there's
Hmm.
one strip called the Strait of Gibraltar that it's so tiny, but that's the only way into what is that? Is that the Adriatic? Or is that the Mediterranean Sea? So the Atlantic meets the Mediterranean right in Morocco at the Strait of Gibraltar. Super cool spot. If you should Google pictures of it. It's bizarre.
Sounds like we need a trip to Morocco.
Yeah, I'm down. The food would be so delicious. Moroccan food. It's good.
Moroccan food, like Asian or European food, meet African food. Bam,
Yeah, that's
together.
kind of the beauty of it.
Moving into 1946, we have the Sentimental Journey movie released March 6, 1946, romantic drama starring Maureen O'Hara. The title song became a massive anthem for returning veterans, cementing the film as a cultural touchstone of the post-war transition. Right on. Speaking of war, we have Winston Churchill's Iron Curtain speech, uh, 80 years ago since the official rhetorical start of the Cold War. So yeah, Cold War starting around this time. Yeesh, not fun.
Wow.
And the first civilian helicopters, the Bell 47 received the first commercial helicopter certification in the US. This was a massive technological milestone, turning a military machine into a tool of news, rescue, and eventually the traffic cop culture of modern cities. I
Have
wonder
you
if
ever
any,
go
what was
ahead.
that?
No, you go
I was gonna
ahead.
say, I wonder if any of them still use like if they control traffic from the air, you know? 'Cause I'll be driving and it says traffic controlled and they'll show like an airplane. I'm just like, I don't ever see no airplanes control seeing my how fast I'm going.
Yeah, no, I've had the same question because I'm out here in Montana. There's nothing. There's like no roads in between cities. So you're driving between the road and you won't see another car and you'll see that sign. And
Yeah,
one time though, I did see a crop plane flying over the road, but I'm like, he's just flying somewhere else. There's no way he's monitoring speed because who cares? There's like
yeah.
more people on the road out here.
Have
But
you
have you ever
ever seen them dusting like when you're driving and they're like dusting right next to you?
I've seen it in actually in the valley back home.
I was gonna say I saw it like 3 weeks ago when I was driving to Pismo and they were just spraying it and it was like right there and he was just like going back and forth and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I was
That's a
like,
scary
man, to be a
job.
passenger, huh?
That's a scary job because you get pretty low as a
Yeah,
pilot, like, and you're going
you're
fast.
just going back and forth and you're just releasing pesticides, all crazy, all kinds of stuff. That's crazy.
Wait, have you ever been in a helicopter?
No, I've never been up in the air, never.
Do you have a desire to?
No, but I probably will one day. So gonna happen when it happens.
Let's take a helicopter tour and do the Jurassic Park one over in Hawaii.
Oh, oh, that sounds really nice, actually.
Yeah, no dinosaurs though.
Oh, it's okay. Speaking of dinosaurs, here we got some 80th birthdays. No, I'm just joking. That was me. I picked that bandit.
That's hilarious.
We have David Gilmour, the legendary guitarist and co-lead vocalist for Pink Floyd, turns 80. Liza Minnelli, she also turned 80, the EGOT winning star. And we all know her mama. I mean, how can you not? You know who her mama is?
No.
Liza Minnelli's mom. I give you a hint. She played in The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, what's the
Judy,
girl's name?
Judy
Yeah,
Garland.
yeah. Really?
That's Liza
That's her mom.
Minnelli's mom. Mm-hmm. They look
Wow.
just alike. Yeah, look at the picture of them side by side. They look
Wow,
like
that's kind
twins.
of crazy.
We also have John Hurd, the late
Oh
great
wow.
actor best known for as playing the dad in Home Alone. You know, that's crazy. I saw like a stat where John Hurd had passed. Well, John Hurd and Catherine O'Hara were 7 years apart. They were born 7 years apart. And then they died 7 years apart. So like seven was their lucky number, and they should have done seven movies together. That would have been great, but they
Yeah,
only
Home
had the
Alone
two.
7.
Yeah. At that point, like you just don't like the kid, you know? Just
Home Alone 7. Kevin's up for adoption.
right. Dang. We also have Peter Wolf, an energetic frontman of the Jay Gillen's band, Centerfold. Their song Centerfold, yeah, turns 80. Murray Head, the English actor and singer best known for One Night in Bangkok. Here we are in 1936. Little Lord Fauntleroy, released March 6, 1936. The lavish production from David O. Selznick premiered 90 years ago. It was a massive cultural commercial success, helping to define the prestige picture era and showcasing the incredible popularity of child star Freddie Bartholomew. That's a hell of a last name, Bartholomew.
Bartholomew. Yeah, no, that seems interesting though.
We also have the eighth Academic Awards. The Best Picture was for Mutiny on the Bounty, and the write-in win for Hal Moore won the Best Cinematography for A Midsummer Night's Dream, and Betty Davis won her first Best Actress award for Dangerous, cementing her as a Hollywood titan. 50th birthdays, we have Dean Stockwell on March 5th, the late legendary actor best known for Quantum Leap and Blue Velvet. John Tusa on March 2nd, the distinguished Czech British journalist and arts administrator. Marion Barry on March 6th, and Jim Clark on March 4th, a Scottish race car driver. Interesting. The world and pop culture, we have the first video phone call released, well, it happened 90 years ago. The first public visual television service was opened in Germany. While it was more of a technical novelty at this time, it stands as the 90th anniversary of the ancestor to Zoom and FaceTime and even what we're doing, Riverside. Bam, here we are.
That's kind of crazy. That's a long time ago. I wonder what it looked like. It could not be like this. There's no way. Got
Yeah,
to
it
be a
was super
30-minute
public.
delay on each end.
Hell yeah. You say something. Hello.
Yeah, it's a 30-minute delay, and
Hello. Hella delayed.
they're literally in the next room over.
Moving into 1926, we have 100th birthdays for Murray Rothbard on March 2nd, James Merle March 3rd, Richard DeVos March 4th, Fran Warren March 4th, Alan Staley March 3rd, who was an Canadian ice hockey legend and Hall of Famer, and Pete Rozelle March 1st, the legendary NFL commissioner's 100th birthday. Wow, man, to be like, he's probably the first NFL commissioner.
That's crazy. Football's 100 years old. Probably older, but still,
I mean, a lot of sports are a lot older. Tennis, golf. I mean,
sure, but
that's definitely
football's football, man.
football's football. Exactly. Let's go Niners. Music, we have Sleepy Time Gal by Ben Burney, turning 100 years old, and Give Me a Little Kiss, Will Ya, huh? By Jack Smith. That's a hell of a title for a song back then. And pop culture technology, we have Shakespeare Memorial Theater fire on March 6, 1926. A major cultural tragedy occurred 100 years ago this Friday when a historic theater in Stafford upon Avon destroyed by fire. The global effort to rebuild it became a defining moment for the provision of arts. Man, if you're a Shakespearean fan, that must have been a tragedy.
Where
I know.
was where is that where was that at?
Um,
Stratford?
Stratford upon Avon.
Stratford. Sounds like East Coast. Or I could be wrong
It could
completely.
be in Europe. I
Right.
was assuming, yeah. I was assuming it was at the roots of Shakespeare all the way over there. Man, there's some hardcore like Shakespeare fans that will like there's like this Shakes one of my coworkers was telling me she goes to like Oregon for like a Shakespeare week and it's like poetry and all kinds of stuff. I don't know. I'll have to ask her. We'll get her on here one day when you go through the anniversary of Shakespeare. But yeah, she
That's
loves
cool.
Shakespeare and a lot of people go to that and it's like a whole festival,
Sounds fun. I mean, as long as there's good
right?
food, right?
And finally moving into, oh, that's it for 1926. Today's we have War Machine released on Netflix on March 6th, starring Alan Richardson. Did you see what happened with him and his neighbor? He got into, he was on the motorcycle and his neighbor got in front of him and he was like, "Hey man, what the hell?" And then
Yeah,
he
no,
like
that was kinda
punched
dumb.
him.
I
That
did
was
see that.
crazy.
I mean, I don't that neighbor's dumb. You don't step in front of a moving motorcycle.
One, yeah, and I know he's your neighbor, maybe you're cool with him or something, or we're cool with him, but like, bro, that's Alan Richardson, man. That dude's big, man. That's Jack Reacher. You
Big
trying to
guy.
get in a fight with him? You're crazy. I heard he
Yeah.
dropped the charges and everything about that, but I mean, you were in the wrong. Just don't mess with our boy.
I mean, maybe sometimes you
No,
just
go
gotta
to work for him.
he's going for the bag though, you know? He's like, "I can sue a celebrity and get a lot more money
He's gonna ruin his entire life trying to
and
do
ruin
that.
his jaw."
Yeah. TV streaming, we have Ted season 2 on Peacock. I did watch all of those. Those were amazing. That episode where Ted is I don't want to spoil it. You know, just watch it. It's so good. I love Ted. What's that? Vladimir from Netflix starring Rachel Weisz. I don't know how to say her name.
That's
I always
wise.
Weisz. Okay. As a professor who became dangerously obsessed with her younger colleague. Oh, that reminds me of the prom night I was talking about earlier with Brittany Snow.
Interesting.
R.J. Decker, ABC premiered a new detective procedural March 3rd. All these procedural shows. I wonder what procedural means. Like, just like industry?
It's
I don't
just like
know.
what it means to be a detective. It's probably just another true crime, not true crime, but just a detective show.
Yeah. Video games, we got Marathon, released on March 5th. Pokemon Pokepedia.
Pocopia, yeah.
Pokemon released on March 5th for Nintendo Switch 2. World of Warcraft Midnight on March 2nd. It's an expansion for the long-running MMO. And Legacy of Kain Defiance Remastered released March 3rd. Music, we have Kiss All the Time, Disco, occasionally by Harry Styles, and Makeup is a Lie by Morrissey. Oh, right on. I do like some Morrissey, especially his um stuff with I love him and the Smiths. Like the
Oh,
Smith
the
songs
Smiths.
he's
I like
done.
the Smiths.
Yeah, yeah. The singer in that, yeah,
Yeah,
Morrissey.
no, but I just such stuck up in, like, the indie folk area, so I know a lot of very, very specific tiny bands that no one else.
Brilliance. Yeah. By Lemonade.
Yeah, the Lumineers, you ever heard of them?
Yeah, God. All right, well, that's it for our show. Thank you so much. Solomon, would you like to say anything?
Yeah, thanks for having me on, that's a lot of
No
fun.
problem. Yeah, you'll probably be seeing Solomon here again soon. Stay tuned. All right, thank you.